What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided why not share with you guys my current makeup routine. So as of lately, I've just been trying new techniques and trying new products, and I really have developed just like the perfect makeup routine that I feel like really gives you a snatched look. And let me just tell you guys, this lip combo that I've come up with is probably one of the best lip combos literally ever, and I've been obsessed with it. Also, this new lip liner I've been using is just perfect, not only for glam, but just for every day. It's kind of just a really nice natural contour lip liner. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. We're gonna get into the makeup routine. Okay, real quick before we get into the makeup routine, you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Skillshare because they are sponsoring today's video. If you guys have not heard of Skillshare, they're a really great platform that allows you to take online classes, which I just think is so much fun, especially right now. A lot of us are just still in lockdown, just bored in the house, and I feel like it's just great just to feel productive, have something to do, stimulate your mind, and just learn new things. I know for me personally, I've been loving it for that, and they actually have this class that I'm really interested in taking. I think it's called Videos for Instagram, How to Tell an Engaging Story in Less Than a Minute. I'm really interested in that, especially with Instagram Reels. It's a really great way just to help grow your platform on Instagram. They have so many different options, everything from graphic design to photography, literally so many different classes that you guys can take. And if you guys sign up through my link, then the first 1,000 people will actually get a free premium membership to Skillshare. So I'll go ahead and leave my link down below. Okay, let's start off with primer. I've been really liking this one. I think I still love the original Huda Beauty primer a little bit more, but I do really like this water jelly primer. It just makes my skin almost gives your skin like that glass look, doesn't it? Like, I actually really like it. Okay, this has been my favorite foundation. I've tried so many others, and you guys know I have like some holy grail favorites, but I just tend to like lately for the past few months, I've just really been grabbing this one, probably even for a year now. So this is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation, and this one is in the shade, probably the best shade match for me, like in all foundations. This is a 270C. It literally is the most prettiest. Let me start grabbing my brush. I've actually really been liking applying foundation with a brush, but yeah, it's literally the prettiest shade ever for me. It is such a nice like olive golden brown undertone. It's not too yellow, because a lot of times warm foundations are so yellow, and I just can't stand like a super yellow foundation. Even like too much just yellow in it, I don't like it. I love how this is such a nice olive undertone. So again, lately I've just been really liking using a brush. I don't know what it is. And I mean, the reality is a beauty blender does waste quite a bit of product, so I feel like you are really saving money by using a brush. So I typically use like 3 pumps total for the whole face. I know some people might think that that's a lot, but I'm just really big on having a nice blank canvas. I have quite a bit of redness, and I really don't like when my redness shows through. I almost would rather just wear no makeup than wear makeup and have like my redness peeking through. It really bothers me, because then I feel like I don't have a nice base for my contour, my blush to sit on, like, you know, so. Okay, for concealer, I actually have been obsessed with this one that I shared with you guys, the e.l.f. Hydrate Camo Concealer. But I bought the shade Fair Warm just because my actual shade wasn't gonna ship in time for me to film the video I wanted. So I was like, I'll just get this one for now, even though I know it's too light. Yeah, well, I actually love using this shade now. It is literally, it's so light, but it just gives you, once you blend it out, it's not as light, and it just gives you such a nice bright under eye and a really lifted look. So this is the technique that I've been really liking for concealer, is to apply it here and up here, and it really does lift your face and really just give you a nice lifted look. Like, I know I keep saying that, but really I know that's the huge trend in 2020 and 2021 now, is to do like that lifted, you know, techniques. And I've been trying it out, and like I said, it's really just been working well for me. Like, using these little subtle, I don't put too much here, kind of like whatever's left over on the stick on the applicator from me already applying it. Yeah, just doing that really, really helps. And honestly, it really does make the world of a difference. And this, there's just nothing like blending out your concealer with a beauty blender. So once I kind of bring that over on the side, I also will take it down the sides of my nose, a little bit of a reverse contour moment, and blend out these corners here. And as you can see, because it kind of wings out, like, look already how snatched my face looks. All of a sudden, I just already have that like lifted face look. Someone's walking their dog outside, so cute. I swear every time I film I have the windows open and I just like stare at people walking their dogs. I didn't even mention this in the intro, but I did this makeup look the other day just because I was filming, and when I posted it on Instagram, I had so many messages asking like what this look is and how I did it, even though it's not like a crazy look. It's just like a basic like everyday look, but the techniques like make such a huge difference that I had so many of you guys DM me, like literally. I'm like literally stalking the dog. He's so cute. They're throwing a ball and he's like running across. So cute. So the next thing I will do is take my Huda Beauty powder, and this was in the shade Pound Cake. Now on an everyday basis, I don't put too much just because I like for it to look natural. But honestly, this makes the world of a difference. Like literally when I use this powder, my makeup lasts for 10-11 hours. Obviously lately I haven't been wearing makeup that long, but I do remember, you know, pre-lockdown, when I had to have a face on for the whole day, this comes through. Sometimes I'll put more on, to be honest, but, and I will go right the same areas that I just highlighted. So again, sometimes I put more on where I'm actually baking it, and then sometimes I don't. But either way, I always just go over it with this really loose brush. This is the Morphe, the numbers have come off, but it's like 5 something, 510 or 501. And I will always brush off any excess powder because you don't want to let any excess powder sit on your face. So even if I'm not baking, I will just brush off excess powder. For contour, I just always love, no matter if I'm in a rush or I have some time, I just love my Huda Beauty Tantour Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. And what's really weird, you guys know I love the e.l.f. contour brush. Like that is still my staple, but I can't lie, like lately I've really been actually liking this brush to contour. This is the Morphe and Benefit R4. I don't know if they still sell this. I think it was like a little collab that they did. This is my natural contour, you can see it. Instead of applying it there, I'm gonna kind of really apply it quite high, and that's just been the new technique that I've been doing. I've just really been liking this contour brush lately, which is like weird for me. I've been using the e.l.f. contour brush for literally like what, 3 years in a row now, and I have just not found anything remotely close to being able to replace it. And I'm definitely not saying this is replacing it, but I have been like reaching for it, which is a step. Look at how good that looks. Flawless. And then I'll always do some blending with my beauty blender. And of course the jawline. This brush makes it really easy to contour the jawline. And when I'm in a rush, honestly, a lot of the times I will just do this. And I will rub that excess product on the nose. Take that same spot on the beauty blender where I have leftover concealer and like reverse contour it. That's like literally the quickest way to contour your nose. Bam, my nose is contoured. Like that's literally the quickest way. Then I honestly always set my bronzer with the Benefit Hoola. I've just come to terms that this is like my favorite bronzer in the entire world. No matter if I'm tan, if I have no tanner on, if I have faded tanner on, like no matter what tone I am, this always looks good, which is really crazy. And I feel bad recommending this brush because it's so expensive, but I can't lie to you guys, like it's good. Like it is probably one of the best brushes I've ever used. You can use it for powder, you can use it for setting, you can use it for bronzer. I tend to really use it for bronzer a lot of the times. It's just so good. Like it's so soft too. All right, there we go. We have the base and the contour done. Now we're just gonna do some blush. I have not been highlighting actually. In my last video, a few of you guys were like, am I going crazy or did you not use highlight? I have not been highlighting for the last like a year, you guys. I don't know, I'm really loving like a matte face. So this is no secret. If you watch my videos and you've been following me on Instagram, then you'll know I've been obsessed with this e.l.f. Bora Bora cream blush. It is so good and it's so affordable, you guys. I've just been loving it. I don't want too much blush today. And honestly, what's great is I can do this makeup routine in literally like, I would say a good 15, max 20 minutes if I take my time. But if I'm in a rush, I can do this makeup routine in 15 minutes, which I love because honestly, I haven't been doing full glam and like lashes and everything to go out in years. Like I feel like years ago I used to do that. Like I would wear false lashes when I go out. Like I would wear so much makeup, and now I've just really been loving these like softer looks. So anyways, I'm taking the Anastasia Brow Freeze and I am just pulling my brow hairs upwards. Love this technique. I know you guys are no stranger to it, but if you haven't heard of this technique, it just makes your brows look nice and fluffy because you're lifting up all those hairs. So it really makes the most out of the brow hairs that you do have. Because a lot of times your brow hairs were like slump downwards and clumped together and they just look sad and lonely. This fluffs them up and it just looks so good. You can also do this with hairspray, which is actually my favorite technique on a daily basis, to be honest with you, because I just have it in my bathroom and I do it with hairspray. And I have a full video on that if you guys want to see, but I do love this Anastasia Brow Freeze. It's nice. So I've actually been really loving the NYX eyebrow pen. It's been my go-to eyebrow pen lately. And this one is in the shade Espresso, and I will literally just fill in any sparse areas. And you have to do this with a very feather light pressure so that it doesn't apply too much. But this, I just love the way it applies. It doesn't come on too strong. And then I will take the Anastasia Brow Gel just at the end and go through it again. So now I'll just take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, which is like my favorite now. And there's no product on that, by the way, I'm just fluffing out. Anyways, I am gonna take this shade right here. It's just a really nice, like natural shade. And I'm gonna go a little bit above my natural crease. This is just gonna give me a little bit more of that illusion that I have more lid space, number one. And number two, it's gonna give me the illusion of a more lifted eye area. And I like to wing it out towards the tail of the brow. Take that same shade, go underneath. I'm almost creating like a V. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Kind of just creating that corner V shape. You can even do this with a smaller brush to get a little bit more precision. It doesn't have to be a super small brush, but a brush that's slightly less fluffy. Again, my natural crease is actually right here. I'm going up here. This is a good tip if you have not that much lid space like I do. Okay, my camera stopped recording. I really hope it caught a good amount of what I was doing. But now I'm just going to go underneath here and attach it to that V shape that we kind of created. This is just all about creating like contours and illusions. And that's it, like literally so simple, not revolutionary, but just by doing that like pull towards the tail of the brow, above the crease, that like shape is going to work with the same techniques we use to highlight and contour, and the whole area will just overall be more lifted. And a lot of the times I will actually take my NYX brow pen and just do a little baby wing, just a little one, and again, make sure you kind of lift it. I don't want to do too much of a wing, like I literally am doing a little baby one. And I love how you can just use the same brow pen you used. So I'm gonna show you guys how to get your wing looking super sharp and snatched on the end. So you're gonna take a brush like this, very flat-headed and thin, and it's clean, 100% clean, and you're just gonna go underneath and just drag it up. There you go. Like now the wing has this like, I don't know like the word, but it just has like this snatched look. So on an everyday basis, I don't really wear falsies, to be honest with you, especially like if I'm going out or something, I won't wear falsies. I'll just use some really amazing mascara and do my techniques, and I feel like I get the best lashes. So I love this combo like the most. It's so good. My number one trick for applying mascara is to get a mirror. The mirror I have is so good. I'll link it on my Amazon page, but I use it for my vanity, and it's really good because it comes up and it goes down. And why that's important is because when I'm applying mascara, I don't apply mascara like this. I apply it like this. Like I literally stare at the root of my lashes from the bottom, and that is major key, and I promise you that is like major key. I've been doing it for years and it is the best. The reason why is because you're able to really see the root of your lash, and it like pushes you and like motivates you almost to like really lift it all. And then while you're applying the mascara, take your time, go slowly. And the reason why this matters is you're allowing the actual mascara formula to like slowly sit and get tacky as you're applying it. And what that does is it actually shapes your lashes, and like your lashes hold the mascara so much better. And then for the second coat, you want to let your first coat dry halfway, not fully, but let it dry for like 5 to 10 seconds, and then go in with the Sky High mascara and do the same thing that you did before. By letting the first coat dry halfway, then your lashes will be almost like tacky and sticky, which is good because then again, they'll be more easy to shape and form and almost mold. They won't be like floppy and droopy. Now finally on to the lip combo. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love this combo. So this lip liner is everything. It really just looks like, you know how you contour your face? It really just looks like a contour for your lips. Like it's that natural looking. It's not too pink, it's not too beige, it's not too brown, it's not too red. It's the perfect like lip contour color. And funny enough, it's literally, the shade is called Contour. What I love about this is a lot of the times when I'm wearing like very natural makeup, it's hard for me to pick a lip liner shade because there isn't very many lip liner shades that look good with very natural makeup. This one does, because again, it just looks like a lip contour. Literally, how perfect is that? Like the perfect lip liner to overline as well. And then this is the Morphe lipstick in the shade First Base. I'm gonna warn you guys, this lipstick is very dry. It is probably the most matte lipstick I have ever tried, ever. It's almost like a liquid lipstick in a lipstick. It's super, super matte. It lasts very long because of that, and two, I just love the color. Okay, my battery for my light died, and I don't even know like at what point it died. So if there was like a lighting change there, that's what happened. And then at this point, it's really just up to me if I feel like adding a gloss or not. Sometimes I just want an all matte look, so I'll stop here, and then sometimes I want a gloss. I will usually add the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in Stone. This is really nice. I also love the Maybelline gloss in Ice. This one is called Ice. It's really nice. It has a slight little pinky tint, and then this one just has more of a slight, like just a nice natural tint, I would say. And the last little step is to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And that is pretty much it, you guys. I love this makeup routine. I love the new techniques that I've really been using. And I just feel like it looks really good. And like I said, sometimes I'll just pop on a gloss if I want a glossy lip. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing my current makeup routine, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.